What is going on, bros and girls? Today we'll be doing an unboxing of Sony's newest e-reader, the PRS-T1 in white. It retails currently at the Sony store for around $120, and I got it because even though I'm not a huge reader of large novels, I do read from time to time, mainly to keep my vocabulary and command of the English language on point. Some of you may be going, "Reading? I hate reading," which is totally understandable, as I was exactly like that too. But I've found once you graduate school and get into the real world, your success is based largely on how well you can express and articulate yourself. And everyone knows reading is one of the best tools to keep you fluent in your language. So I see this e-reader as a tool to better myself. Not to mention you can save a shitload of space, since this thing can easily fit an entire shelf worth of books in its memory.
So as usual, we'll start off with a quick tour around the box. Along the top you have the Sony Make Believe branding as well as the Reader logo. You have a picture of the product as well as two main features on the bottom. It is a touchscreen tablet and it is Wi-Fi B, G, and N certified. Along the sides and as well as the top you have more of the same stuff. Bottom you just have some basic information about Sony, and moving on to the back. On the very top you have the model name as well as the color. I got the pearl white version. You have a picture of a finger touching the product. And along the bottom you have the box contents, same stuff over here. And use of the reader store is limited to residents of the United States and Canada, age 13 and older. And underneath my hand is just the SKU and the UPC of the product. And onto the unboxing. You can open it from either end really. I chose to open it from the top. So once you peel open the flaps, it's a cardboard box you pull out. Alright. So the first thing you'll see is the protective wrapping. Alright, there we go. The first two things you'll see are your accessories, your stylus pen, as well as your USB cable to charge your unit. Moving along, we will see the reader itself. It's surrounded by a protective styrofoam plastic. It's kind of sticky. Alright, so there we have your reader. We'll get back to this in a moment after I unbox the rest of the accessories and documents. Alright, so this is your quick start guide, your read this information guide, your limited warranty, as well as your product information. So this is most likely the detailed manual. And it's in different languages. Alright, so onto the reader itself. It looks really nice, feels really light, and it's surprisingly thin. It's thinner than I thought it would be. It has a nice silver, I think it's brushed aluminum metal along the trim. On the back you have the logo again, as well as your micro SD card. It comes with, I believe, 2 gigabytes of internal memory, but you can expand it to up to either 32 or 64 additional. And along the bottom you see your power button, as well as a headphone jack and a micro USB charging port, and lastly is the reset hole. And I just wanted to make note that the back has a kind of rubberized soft touch surface to it, so you shouldn't have any problems with the reader slipping out of your hand by accident. It's got a nice grip to it.
So I'll press the power button on the bottom and show you guys a quick first boot of the e-reader, just so you can see what it looks like to first power on your device. And the first thing you'll see is the opening book screen. That actually takes about 30 seconds, but after that's all finally loaded up, you'll get to your language selection screen, and obviously since I'm speaking to you in English, I will select English. And one thing to note, initially when you first get your e-reader, you'll notice that there is a certain lag time for the ink to refresh, but eventually you will get used to this. And after selecting Canada for my country and Eastern Time, since I am in the Toronto area, you'll get to your date and time settings. And once that's all set up and good to go, just hit OK and it will analyze the settings. It'll take about 15-20 seconds just to make sure everything's all good. But once that's all completed, you'll get to your home screen. And you'll probably notice that there are a few free books included, Around the World in 80 Days, as well as The Jungle Book, and an excerpt to Lost in Shangri-La. And there are 2 pages to the home screen, and if you're keen on operating systems, you will notice that this is in fact an Android-based OS.
So I hope you all enjoyed my unboxing of the Sony PRS-T1 digital ebook reader. If you did, please help me out and rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, YouTube, peace!